What's up, guys? Alright, I don't even know what day we're up to again. It's probably because it's late at night, and to be honest, I haven't prepped this talk at all, like literally at all. So at a guesstimate, I'm going to say it's day 346. I reckon day 346. Usually I do my little talking stuff first, and then I put the video together, which then I can work out which actual day I've done. Which, you know, thinking about it, I can probably potentially just create the video first and then do my initial introductory talk. But it's all good. I like winging it and doing it the weird way. That's just me, and you know, it's something I learned from. Which, you know, makes me think maybe I should do it the other way, but we'll see how we go. I might change it later on. Anyways, what do I want to talk about today? Vitamin D, straight up, the sun. So normally I don't like the heat, and if I'm outdoors, outside where it's warm for quite some time, you know, I'm talking, you know, roughly 30 degrees Celsius outside. My body doesn't like it too much, and I get kind of groggy and dehydrated very easily, and I get a headache and so forth. But today it was 28 degrees. Wife and the kids, my daughter and my son, had a little family fun day. We went to the beach, and I was feeling pretty ordinary heading out to the beach. I was tired. Let's be straight up honest. I was exhausted. I just couldn't be bothered, and my mindset was already thinking, oh, it's quite warm outside, I'm going outside, I'm going to be exhausted. But you know what? Being outside made a massive difference, and I felt good. I was driving, when we were there for about 2 hours out in the sun. You know, we had our sunscreen on and everything, and you know, wore a hat and did all the right things, which, you know, we should do to avoid, you know, the excessive UV rays and putting ourselves at increased risk of, you know, skin damage and skin cancers and stuff like that, and obviously sunburn. And you know, the last thing we want to do is cause any sunburns on our children, because you know, who wants to see a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old sunburnt? I definitely do not want to see that, even in a working environment and any environment in what's the matter? That's not a word. Whatsoever. I do not want to see that ever happening. It's just not nice, you know. I've looked after kids who, 1-year-olds who had significant sunburns, and you know, the mother felt horrendous about the whole situation, and I acknowledged that, you know, she didn't mean for it to happen, but it happened within 10 minutes. The child was relatively fair skin. It was a 32-degree day. They were under the sun, but literally for 10 minutes the kid was out in the open, and half of their body was sunburned. Unfortunately, you could see the shade line versus the actual sunlight direct on the kid. So 10 minutes and bam, that's all it takes, guys. So I guess another thing for you guys, just look after your skin. Sunscreen, sunblock, whatever you want to call it, utilize it, because you know, you don't want to put yourself at risk of skin cancers and melanomas and shit like that. That especially when it's preventable, you should try and prevent it as much as possible. So what was I trying to get at? Vitamin D and the sun. My gosh, as we finished up, you know, I was feeling exhausted after we finished up, and you know, getting the kids changed and stuff like that. I was like, oh, just can't be bothered. And then we're driving home, and I said to my wife, I said, hey Lynn, I feel super duper pumped and energized. Like, I feel like I've had like 4 shots of coffee. She's like, yeah, I'm feeling really good myself as well. And we started talking, and we were saying, why today did we feel so energized after being out in the sun? Is it because we are genuinely lacking vitamin D working indoors always? Or is it purely because previously when we're out in the sun and doing our bits and pieces, could be due to eyewear, could be due to alcohol intake as well, a range of things. So I'm going to test a theory out later on again and see whether or not being outdoors, not having sunglasses on, not having any booze on board, if I feel energized after it. And you know, I think I will be, unless it's, you know, a 40-degree day, then that's different. So yeah, anyways, that's all I got for you guys. So what's I taking note here is essentially get outdoors, guys, and look after your skin, but get outdoors, get vitamin D into your system. You know, you can take all the vitamins and minerals as much as you want, but especially such an amazing things such as, you know, sunlight, vitamin D from the rays, you know, that shit's free and it's readily available. You don't even have to spend money to get that stuff, and it's super duper important for you as well. So especially all you guys working in the offices, and especially shift workers. I'm a shift worker, was a shift worker, still am technically, but you know, get out in the sun, because it will do you wonders and it will make you feel so much better. Anyways, guys, that's all for now. I'll run a little voiceover for the video and I'll talk about what I did and talk a little bit more about some other bits and bobs. Peace out. That's all, guys. Alright, sup guys. So I was absolutely correct. Today is day 346. Tonight I want to talk about mainly one thing, which is believing in yourself. So the reason why I want to talk about this is it's an ongoing thing for me, this confidence and believing in myself and being inspired, blah, blah, blah. My boss, who has moved on from his role, so currently no longer my boss, wrote all of us a little card in his team, and essentially was saying thanks for, you know, being you and doing all the good stuff you've done, and you're amazing, blah blah blah. One point which he said in the card was you'll be doing big and wonderful and amazing things, Dundas. Don't let your self-doubt and your mind hold you back. Oh, mate, powerful words. Damn, that's good. What a leader. Like, you know, for someone to say those types of words to you, it really throws your mind into a little spin. It makes me start thinking, oh shit, he's right. Fuck. You know, every time I do something, I'm thinking, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. It's too hard, or, you know, all these little things come into my head, and I start talking to myself and saying, you know, oh, you can't do this, blah 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 blah. Oh, mate, get over it. But it's not that easy. It is not that easy. I don't know if it's the same for you, or if it's, you know, for others. I don't blame my parents, but it is also the way I've been brought up, and it is our culture essentially. Asians, Chinese, we learn to never speak out of turn. Keep quiet, put your head down, work hard, and when you're working really hard, you'll be recognized and you'll get somewhere. Nah, mate. Doesn't work like that. It's work hard, put your head down, lift your head up, look around. Work hard, talk, explain yourself, promote yourself, talk yourself up, talk to other people, network, talk, communicate, socialize, communicate. One key thing, communicate. It's something that we don't do as well as, you know, I would like, especially for our current generation, to be doing. I do have a lot of confidence issues, and I am trying really hard to overcome it. You'll notice in the video later on, and this is another reason why I wanted to speak of self-doubt and belief, blah blah blah, is because I jumped up to grab a bar and I slipped off essentially. I'm not used to wearing a weighted vest and grabbing a bar that high. You'll see the distance which I actually need to jump in order to grab hold of the bar. Now I've got a reasonable vertical leap,
but generally I don't have an extra 15 kilograms on me. As you can see, there we go. So this confidence things, I have been working on it quite a lot lately. I think I am improving with it. You may hear from my videos and stuff like that the way I speak from my initial videos to the way I speak these days have improved. I think they've improved. I've had people tell me they've improved. I hope that they're not lying, and I hope that I'm not sort of believing something that isn't happening, because then that kind of annoys me, as I've been trying to improve myself with, especially talking to the public, essentially. Okay, so there's a few things that I'm thinking I can try and do to improve this, self-doubt and motivation and confidence and all those other fun, fantastic things. One big thing is going to be my ability to continue trying, even though I feel uncomfortable, I feel as though I'm a failure, and I feel as though I cannot do this anymore. The reason why perseverance is going to be the key for me is because I'm not a natural at these things. I do need to work at them, and I need my body and my mind to create this, essentially to do a bit of neuroplasticity to my brain. So I'm creating new pathways and rewiring my brain to allow me to learn new things and to improve on these new things, such as public speaking, doing my 50 pull-ups, things like that. Because if I don't persevere and keep consistent at it, then, things like being able to do 50 pull-ups, being able to speak in public without totally shitting myself and having a heart rate of 180 during the duration of me talking, that's not good. That's not good enough for me. And it's taken me quite some time to tell myself that is not good enough. I need to step my game up, because if I want my kids to be outstanding citizens in the world, they need a role model to look up to, and I need to try to do my very best for them to look up to someone. And, I want my kids to look up to me, and my wife, of course, but, for me, I want them to be like, oh, daddy can do this. If daddy can do this, we can do this, and I want to be inspirational to them. So I guess coming down to all of this fun, fantastic stuff, what am I doing all this for? A is me giving myself a goal and achieving this goal. I think, it started off with Ivan saying, oh, you should do this, done this, blah, blah, blah. And, I took it on and ummed out about it for quite some time. But then then essentially, I said, oh, let's just do it, fuck it. See how it goes. YouTube channel, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to do. Let's just do pull-ups or something like that. Nice and simple. And hit a goal and achieve it. It has taken some time. I've achieved it, but looking back, I can achieve it in better ability, better form, which I will get, which is okay. It's going to take time. And I don't mind if it takes over 1 year, 2 years to achieve that greatness. I will eventually get there, and that's okay. Even if I don't get there, I've done wonderful things, such as learn how to speak in public, reduce my ums and ahs, construct sentences in a better way, and also trying to connect with other people. I don't know, some people do this as well and, don't have the confidence and have a bit of self-doubt and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. I'm sure it's not just me, but anyways. I hope this has helped you consider your goals and how to improve on your goals and why you should improve. That's all for now. Peace.